there, Capricorns, my cheeky little devils. You're the devil card, so I call you my cheeky little devils. Not that the devil card is bad. Just because it's called that doesn't mean you guys are horrible people. Just FYI out there, you guys get a bad rap. I also say caps off to you. Get it? Capri? I know, nerd. But anyway, before we get into your weekly horoscope, I am confused about this plant over here, Capricorn. Alright, so it started off really pretty. It was like this purple thing. Now, I was going to throw it out because I thought it's dying, but it's turning into these green heart things. What is that? What's going to come out of it? It's like, yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but they look like little hearts. But they're like solid. Like, are they going to bloom into a massive flower? Is this plant dead? Does anybody know? Don't look at my horrible nails either. I didn't get them done. I usually do my nails on Sunday. It was Mother's Day. I didn't have time. Maybe I'll get them done tomorrow before my next filming. I don't know. I'm just trying to focus on my diet. My nails are taking a back seat. Alright, Capricorn. So this is your weekly horoscope. Thank God for you, Capricorns. I'm a Virgo, and I feel like most of the time you guys are just like, I feel you, but you're a weirdo. At the same time, I love your energy, my cheeky little devils. Alright, so since it's a weekly, I did 7 different decks. So 6 decks. Sorry, let me correct. 5 decks, you only get 1 card. 1 deck, you get 2 cards. And the last deck is my tarot deck. I'll do a full spread. So, we're getting into Shine from the Inside Oracle cards. Just 1 of these. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Just 1 of these. We'll get your full spread. We'll get right into it. The Sacred Traveler. Oops. I hope I was not upside down. Oh, Cappies. I just walked 3 miles. It is 2:56 in the morning. I walked my dog for 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's how long it took me to walk 3 miles with her. Because she stops everywhere. Sniffy, sniffy. And I was getting a bit impatient. I'm trying to do it in 1 hour, but with my dog, I can't. If I was by myself, I'd probably get it done in like 40 minutes. Magical message from the fairies. But I'm trying to hit that 15 miles a week mark. That's 3 miles a night for 5 days a week. Last week, I was super close. I got 12 miles, but we had a pouring rainstorm, so I didn't walk one of the nights. This is the Rebel deck. It can be a little triggering, if I could speak. But at the end, it usually tells us what we want to hear. Just 1, please. Thank you. Next is Clairvoyant reading cards. This one is 2. I got stopped by the popos, but not because I was in trouble on my walk. They asked me if I had seen a little girl with a little dog. I was like, nope, I didn't see anybody. But I was like walking and I heard a vehicle like stopping behind me and I was like, oh fuck, it's gonna be a pervert. Turn around, it was the copper. I was like, oh. I was even more freaked out, but then they started asking me questions. I was like, oh, no. Like, what? Am I not allowed to walk my dog at night? What's happening? I followed all the rules. I had a flashlight on so the cars could see me. I was on the sidewalk and I had my dog on a leash. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what? What did I do? Wasn't me. Wasn't me thereafter. Alright, we're using the Golden Girls Tarot for your full spread. I hope they find her because, oh my god, that came out in the last reading. Because they said little girl with a little dog. I hope she's okay. Probably a little runaway teen. I ran away a lot when I was... My poor parents. Such a dick. For like a couple of them teen years. Oh my God. I don't know how they put up with me. I tell them I'm sorry all the time. For my teen years, I'm sorry I was a dick face. I was going through some shit. Anyway, I feel like from like 11 to, well, 11 they're still a little sweet. 12 or 13 to like 17 is brutal, especially for girls. They're so evil. I don't know if it's because we're like learning to deal with our hormones or something. I don't know. We're just like, shut up! Slam our bedroom door. Don't tell me what to do. If you have daughters out there, God help you. My mom had 4. She's a fucking saint, that lady. Alright, let's get into your spread. Show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. You need to come out of your shell, Cappies. You hide yourself a lot. You are very mysterious in nature as a Capricorn. You think deeply. You also have great advice. And you could also see through people's shit a lot clearer than other signs. But as far when it comes to yourself, you tend to hide. You like that mysterious element. You don't like to say how you're feeling. You kind of had that passive face where sometimes it could come across as resting bitch face. I have that syndrome too. They're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. I'm just thinking. This is my think face. They're like, oh, it looks like you're mad face. I'm like, no, I'm not mad. I'm just thinking. Like, I don't know how I look when I'm thinking, but apparently sometimes people think I'm upset. I'm like, I'm just over here by myself. I feel like that's how you are, Capricorn. So let yourself out of the box to be that kooky weirdo like me. Embrace your inner me. I am a weirdo. I fly that freak flag. I don't give a shit. You either keep walking and shake your head like, what a weirdo. Or you stop and smile at me. Or you just snicker and laugh and like, that was something weird I didn't expect to happen that day. You need to embrace the, it's like, how do I explain this for you, Capricorns? You are so mysterious that you like to switch it up. And I feel like if you just came out this week like, hey guys, super hyper, everyone's going to be like, what the heck got into Capricorn this week? But in a good way. Maybe you need to be bubbly and excited. Let's get some more. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. Kindness, considerate. Oh my goodness. Don't have to be a lady for this, but you're going to be called to have a lot of love and compassion this week. Maybe you're doing some volunteering, working with people in need, or have gone through a lot that you're going to feel like you want to embrace them emotionally. Uh-oh, but you're at an impasse. Reflect and direct your energy. Okay, now this is making more sense. I feel like you're having an argument or a tiff or a fight, or you're just, it might not even be a fight, you're just agreeing to disagree. It could be. But you're at an impasse with someone in your life. And this week, you need to be bubbly, laughy, laugh shit off, have love and compassion, try to see the other side of it, come at a very peaceful approach. It's okay to be at an impasse, but it's not okay to be a negative person in an impasse. And I think you're going to understand that this week. You're going to be like, you know what? They're just not on my level. We're on 2 different trajectories or whatever you want to call it. They're going to do their thing. I'm going to do my thing. I'm still going to love and respect them. I don't have to agree. I can agree to disagree and still be a kind person. But I do feel like you're not going to be getting anywhere with the situation this week, because I feel like you're getting to the point where you just need to let it go. Like you've given it too much of your energy. You've given it too much of your time. And by the need to just say, you know what? I wish you well on your journey. I wish you all the best. I'm rooting for you. If you ever need like serious help, I'll be there for you. But as for everything else, like maybe I can't work with you, maybe I just can't be friends with you anymore, maybe I just can't associate. You're putting up those boundaries, and for it, I feel like you're going to be a lot lighter in the end. But the most compassionate thing you can do is to just let it go, and realizing you're at an impasse, instead of continuing to fight and butt heads, that decision to just be like, okay, you know, they're different than me. They're not going to think, they're not going to feel or think about me in the way I want them to, so I just need to let them go. They're not meant to be in my life or around me at this time. It doesn't mean forever, but for right now, you're just like, I'm done with it. I need to focus on whatever I need to focus on. So I do feel like some peace is going to be coming into your life, because you're going to be realizing this week that you need to let go of needing to be right, one up the other, being angry. All that's going to just deteriorate, and I just feel like you're coming from a very high place this week as far as in a good bubbly zone. You don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to go back and forth. I'm definitely getting this energy where it's just like you're frustrated, you're angry, and you have been for a while with whatever this is. But this week is about you learning to let that anger go and realizing that that anger has kind of been draining you and taking your attention away from maybe this love and compassion is for a project that you haven't been focusing on because you've been focusing on other things. But like I said, you're just going to let it go. That need to be right, that need to be vindictive. Maybe you've been a little bit in your pride. You're letting go of all that. Some real inner growth this week, which is good. You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up, control freaks. Don't get laid. What? Okay, I don't understand the get laid. I don't feel like that's relevant for you. But I do feel like whoever you're at an impasse with, you're a little bit of a tight ass, whereas you want them to do things like to dot their T's, or cross their T's and dot their I's and do things correctly, and you're kind of like a stickler in a direction you want them to go or a way you want them to be. But they can't live up to your standard because that's you. So I feel like you want them to match you in some sense. I don't feel like you're being a brat in the sense of you have to be like me, because I don't feel like you're realizing how strict you are, and maybe that's why you're at an impasse with someone. Or something, because you're expecting what you would expect for yourself without realizing that you are you and whoever that person is, and maybe the way you act works for you, but it's not going to work for someone else. So I think Spirit's like, you just need to loosen up. You're not going to be able to control this person, what they do, what they say, how they act. You can't control them. The only one you can control is yourself, which is why you're going to be letting it go. You're like, I just need to do me. I need to focus on myself, and you need to focus on yourself. And for right now, peace, talk to you later, but I'm doing my thing. This is how I like my life. This is how I want. These are the people that I want in my life, and you're just not jiving. I don't feel like you're saying it in a negative, mean, or nasty way. This is for your own peace of mind. Yeah. Keeping that integrity, looking at the bigger picture, like we're going to continue to butt heads, and we're going to continue to fight, and we're going to get nowhere, and we're going to deteriorate what we had in the first place. This is you walking alone, turning your back on someone and walking in a new direction that you feel is better for yourself. This is you choosing yourself over anger and resentment and a pattern that just seems to repeat that you're not getting off. This is you breaking the cycle. Like, I'm not going to continue to get on. Like, we're never going to agree. We're never going to be satisfied, at least at this point. So this is you keeping your integrity, taking the high road, being the good person, going about it in a loving and compassionate way, but at the same time choosing yourself, which is totally fine to do that. Don't feel like you're a bad person. If you need to cut people off, even if it doesn't have to be for your whole life, even if it's for just right now, to like simmer and calm down and take that time to just focus on yourself, that anger and that resentment that you have been dealing with is going to dissipate, and maybe you're going to be able to see things clearer down the road when you're not so upset. Maybe this is absolutely what you need to come out of that impasse for a time being for you each, whatever situation this is, whether it's a person or a job, you just got to try a different way. Try a different way instead of bumping heads. This is what you're recognizing this week. I don't feel like the other person recognizes this as much. So you're going to have to lean on that love and compassion, because I feel like by you saying, I want to take my time, I want to go do my thing, it might be hurtful to them, like you're giving up on them, like you don't value them enough to keep them in your life. But I don't feel like that's what it's about. I feel like it's about your peace of mind. I feel like this has been eating at you for some time, and the anger is just kicking up and the resentment is just kicking up, and it's like you're literally butting heads and getting nowhere. So this is you laying down that anger, but I think you've got to be really careful in how you explain that stepping back to the other person. Because I don't feel like you want to hurt them, even though you are angry, I don't feel like you want to throw any more daggers. So just be very clear in the fact of, this isn't me like saying you're a shitty person or like get the fuck out of my life, but for right now, I just need a hot minute to do my own thing. Focus on my own family, focus on my own life, and you need to focus on you, and I wish you all the best, and I'm not angry with you. Letting it go, letting it lie here, we can pick up down the road in the future, we can pick this up when I feel I'm ready, but for right now, I'm waving the right flag, and I hope that you do the same. Just be really, use that compassion, speak lovingly, and be as clear as you can. And if they still want to fight and you've said your piece, just walk away. You know, it's not your responsibility to hold their hand. Just do your best to explain it peacefully and humbly and kindly, that this is for you and your mental health, and it's not against them. It's not because you don't like them or you think, you know, just being clear in that sense. Automatic writing, ooh, could be channeling spirits, or maybe it would be better for you to write your feelings in a letter. Maybe speaking to each other isn't getting you anywhere. You could be writing, emailing to this person like, listen, I need that break. It might not be a physical conversation. Maybe you're at a distance, and maybe the way you talk to this person is through writing, because it's peaceful for you and it's peaceful for them, and you don't have that deteriorating, argumentative aspect to this equation. So maybe a letter would do some good. All right, let me get you. Might have to get some clarifiers here. Yeah, this is somebody, this came out for Taurus too. Earth signs, I feel like we're kind of all going through something this week, but this is again somebody you feel has taken something from you. This is somebody taking and running, cutting and running, taking what they need for themselves and leaving, abandonment, just thinking narcissism even. Like, this is somebody who you're at a impasse with. You felt cut and run out of your life, took something from you, took some value or something to hurt you, in the sense of you just cut and run. Like, you're just out for yourself. I do feel like that you feel that way about this person. And like I said, this is you recognizing that the world you're in and the way you're communicating and having relationships with this person is not conducive to your world, and this is why you need to change it. This is you laying down the hammer and setting those boundaries, but for your own peace, for your own life. This could even be you cutting and running away from the drama. 10 of Wands in reverse, because this is a burden. This has been a burden for a very long time. Carrying something on your back, feeling like you've been carrying all the burden, all the load up until this point has been very heavy on your soul. And this week it's reversing, because you're choosing to walk away. You're choosing to take a step back and let go. Letting go and just letting things play out how they're meant to be, and having that distance. You're letting go of feeling like you need to take care of someone or protect someone or carry their shit on your back, which is so freeing. I'm so proud of you out there, Cappies. Yeah, growing in strength. This is you standing in your power, and because of it, you're going to feel so much lighter but stronger. This is you setting that boundary, having the strength to say, for right now, for my mental health, we can't be in communication. We can't be in each other's life, or we can't go on the way we've been going on. Setting and drawing that boundary is step one in becoming better mentally, more stable, more grounded. Look at you, 8 of Cups. Even if it takes walking away from things that you thought were important or you needed, you're realizing the bigger picture that your mental health and your happiness is worth more than everything that you would need to leave behind. You're definitely walking away here. This is you walking away from something that was big. It could be a job, it could be a family member, it could be it's not easy to walk away from this person. It's going to be very hard, but at the same time, you feel like they already turned their back on you anyway. Maybe you've been holding out hope, but you're just done at this point. And look at you, choosing your happiness. This is happy. This is wish fulfillment, happy family life. Maybe your family life will be better. Your home life, there's like kids, happy spouses. Like, this is coming back to my life is good and my life is calm and I'm content where things are, because you set those boundaries and you set what you needed for your own mental health. This is you this week laying down the law and cutting something that's been very toxic, and because of it, you're closing out your week on a very good note. This is wish fulfillment, feeling good about your family and your life because you made those boundaries and you stuck up for yourself. Good for you. It's going to be difficult. Like I said, just be clear. Be that peacemaker. If they want to be toxic and fight with you, that's their prerogative, but you don't have to. Just lay down the law and say what you need to say. And Spirit's recommending maybe a letter, but if you don't trust a letter, if you feel like they're going to read it in the wrong way or take your words out of context, just do it in a way where it just comes out. Like, you don't have to practice it. It doesn't have to be scripted. Automatic writing that card could mean you're just getting it out. You're just saying what needs to be said. And it doesn't have to be in a flowery way. It doesn't have to be in a diplomatic way. It could just be, listen, this is what I need and this is what's going to happen. I'm sorry if it doesn't jive with what you wanted, but this is what's happening. Just try to do it in the most peaceful way you can. But it's going to be challenging, but you're going to be very happy. Do you, boo-boo? Caps off to you, Capricorn, my cheeky little devils. I will see you next time. Please smash the like button below if it resonated, or if you want more individual readings like this in the future. Hit the subscribe button if you're feeling generous and no pressure. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great week, and stay strong. You got this. You got this. Embrace that devil energy of like, you ain't getting by me, mother effer. I don't know why I said that. Hopefully you giggled. I feel like you need it. It's okay. Crack a smile. Don't be a tight ass, Cappies. I'm a Virgo. There ain't more of a tight ass than a freaking Virgo. They'll never admit it, but I'm part Leo, so Virgo-Leo combination is pretty weird. Look at me. Hello. It's okay. I like it. Bye, guys. Before I bump my gums for 40 more minutes. Peace.